Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well, feeling good, feeling blessed, and your family is too. Today's video is going to be on helping you find funding that you're eligible for. So, we're going to start with a Google search using the term Funding Wizard California. And this should be the top result of your Google search. So we're going to click that, and it says find grants and incentives for sustainability projects. So then you're going to click search for funding, and you get this table, search for funding, with these different options. So I'm going to go eligible applicant and say households. And then we're going to enter a zip code. And this isn't my zip code, but I am familiar with the area, and I know that it's a rough area. So we went households, and then 95820. You would enter your own zip code, and you could either enter eligible applicant, households, or individual. So let's see what happens. So we went with households and 95820 as the filter, and then we get the results. 1 of 9 out of 18. And the first one that pops up is the Clean Vehicle Rebate Program. And this allows you to purchase a clean vehicle, to get a rebate if you have a vehicle that is in need of repair. You could trade it so if you have a car and it doesn't pass smog and you're in an eligible area, you could take that car that doesn't pass smog. Doesn't matter if it's only worth $800, as long as you've had it, it's registered to you, and get as much as I think 7,000. And there's other programs where folks can stack their grants. I believe some communities like Shafter were even had a rebate program that went as high as 20,000. So there's money out there if you have an old car, gas is expensive, it don't pass smog. You can look into the Clean Vehicle Rebate Program. Here, because it's Sacramento, there's also a PG&E Clean Fuel Rebate, affordable multifamily financing program, and so these are all programs that households can apply to, I believe. Sacramento has a wood stove. So if you have a wood stove and you want to upgrade it to a cleaner burning fireplace, you can get money for that. Let's see what else they have. SMUD has rebates for induction cooktops, heat pumps, water heaters, clothes washers. So the state is trying to move folks to electricity because there's less pollution for the people around it. And these are all funds intended to help with that. SMUD also has money for chargers, to plug in your vehicle. And there's residential rebates for making your house more energy efficient. Solar. There's rebates out there sometimes for getting your yard done. So low income home energy assistance program, is federally funded to assist low income households that pay a high portion of their income to meet their energy needs. There's Clean Cars for All. It says the goal is to help lower income California residents replace old polluting cars with cleaner, more fuel efficient vehicles. You might be able to stack these, you may not. I know that, agencies and nonprofits often don't reach the roughest and toughest spots. A lot of times they're scared. I've asked them, I've asked leading nonprofits, hey, how come I never see people from Eastside Fresno? And, having been in trouble, I know that Eastside Fresno has a lot of disadvantaged people out there. And the response was, they're crazy out there. And I thought, wow, you're supposed to be doing justice work. And here you wrote off an entire community just because, it seemed dangerous. And so a lot of the times, there is stuff out there, but the folks pushing it don't have the ability to go into really rough neighborhoods and share that information. A lot of the times they're scared. A lot of times it's people who look like us, but we're told, hey, don't hang out with those kids. You got to go to school. And so they grew up, sometimes, not all the time, they grew up in the same communities, but they grew up avoiding people that look like us. And now they made it. They're promoting these programs, and they sometimes miss the raza that inherits generational poverty and dysfunction. The same raza in that recent prayer video, Young Gods Never Die. And the chorus is, I feel your pain. And it shows a house where this little vato comes home, and, it's a house with dysfunction and pain. And, he turns to the streets because of it. So the folks I want to make aware of this information are those folks, that the folks whose pain prayers feels, and I feel it too sometimes. So that's why I'm making this video. So these are other ones, free services on hot summer days. Energy is high. They will help you maintain it. And these are grants. A lot of them you don't have to pay back. They're not loans. It's just money to help you and your home. I have seen grants where folks in a lot of communities were eligible for new refrigerators because they were more energy efficient. Stoves that were more energy efficient, and the like. And when you get these energy efficient things, it's less pollution for your family, and things of that nature. Sometimes you even save money because they use less energy than what you might have had before. And so there you go. Google Funding Wizard, and then enter your zip code. Let's take it back to the main page. So you can look for the type of assistance you want. A loan, other, rebate, voucher, category, whatnot. And then if you have good relationships with your local government and your county, you can look up stuff that's available to them and say, hey, you guys need to apply for these, or let's work together to get them done. There's a really big one called Transformative Climate Communities, and that would be the local government in partnership with communities applying for a grant. And those grants can be upwards of $50 million. It would go to the county, it wouldn't go to you guys, and then they would spend it how the community wants it spent. Sometimes it takes a fight because the communities, I've seen them apply for these grants, get the money, and then the local government wants to spend it on their pet projects that have nothing to do with helping the community that applied for it. So I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. I really hope this was helpful. Google Funding Wizard, eligible applicant. You can go households or individual, and then enter your zip code, and the filter process will sort it out. And you can find stuff. Some stuff is you guys work hard, and some of this stuff can help. So just sharing this as a friend to the Raza community who may not know about this, and that's the capacity I'm sharing this as a citizen aware of stuff that can help you guys, well, I'm not a citizen in the technical sense, but I try to be a good citizen, and this is me sharing information with fellow Californians who could benefit from it. And if you guys create a bump in traffic, um, you know, good. That's how you let folks know you're there. Anyways, have a good Sunday. I hope you have a great remainder of the day. Those of you that look into this, I hope you do find some sort of funding to make life a little bit easier. That said, much love.